Painting the Demon Prince continues for Nick's New Year Painting Challenge and the Year of Chaos. Nick speaking, and welcome to this video. Right, today I'm going to update you a little bit more on the work that I've been doing on the Demon Prince. Before that though, if you would like to keep up to date with the wonders of Warhammer 40k, then please give me a sub and hit the bell button so you don't miss an upload. Okay, so today we're going to have a look at all the work that I've been doing this week on the Demon Princess conversion. I've been painting her and she's coming along quite nicely. Have to admit, I haven't progressed quite as much as I thought I would for this challenge, especially when I look at all of your challenges that you're doing. You're all making an awesome job, potentially putting me a little bit to shame on how much I've done. However, I have been doing lots of hobby stuff, been making loads of videos, and this week I played Winters on a day that I normally paint. However, I have done some work on the Demon Princess and I think she is coming along quite nicely. So without further ado, let's go table down and have a look at my work. Okay, so here is the princess. So I've been working on the skin and also the base. I'm going to give you a closer look in a second. The base itself, I've completely finished the rocks and I'm really happy how they're coming out, so I'll show you those in a bit. And the skin itself, basically I went over the last layers that I'd done with a purple wash, and then I've been experimenting on exactly how the skin is going to be. I've got the results, I'm going to show you those as well in this video. So let's go a bit closer and have a look. Okay, so here are the magnetised bits, and what I've done is I've taken that skin to the next level by washing it with purple. So the original coats were Dawnstone Grey and then Warp Fiend Grey, and now I've washed it purple. I've also taken one section, which I'm going to show you in a minute, to the finished level so you can see that. But first of all, I just want to talk about the wash. Now originally I was going to wash everything, including the black and the silver. I have decided not to wash the black now. I think I didn't quite like how it came out. I think I'd rather have a cleaner black finish. So I've only washed the skin and the silver, the metal colours, because I want to bring that sort of purple colour into the metal. Okay, so that's those. Let me just show you the other bits as well. Okay, so just a quick look at the wings. That is how they're looking after the wash, and I'm really happy with that black colour that I've got in between the veins. Really liking how that's looking. Those little sections coming around there, of course, replace the wings if I just want my Demon Prince walking rather than flying. Unlikely, but you never know the future. Okay, so now I want to show you the skin itself in its finished state. Okay, so here is the experiments from my skin. This is how the skin is going to look in the end. So I went over the wash with the Warp Fiend Grey once again. I then went over that with Slaanesh Grey, and this is the result. I've got a very nice sort of pale purplish colour, and I'm really liking it. So I hope you like it too. Let me know in the comments box below if you like it or not. In the meantime, let's have a look at the actual princess herself. Okay, so here is the princess herself. So as you can see, I've also washed her skin and I've also washed the silver sections as well. So I'm ready to highlight all of the skin. And then I worked on the rocks of the base, and the reason why I finished the rocks on the base now was because I knew I was going to be dry brushing the rocks, and I didn't want to get any of that dry brush over on the skin once I'd washed and highlighted that. So let's have a closer look at the base. I'm just going to zoom in. So what I did for the base is I wanted to have a nice organic coloration to it, including blue, because I wanted to bring that blue colour into the rocks to match the electric blue goopy river stuff that the tentacles are coming out of. Now I also wanted some coloration where the tentacles were hitting the rocks, so I did a little bit of a red wash just under where the tentacles are. And then all of the gaps that weren't washed with anything, I washed with Earthshade. Once that was all dry, I then started dry brushing. So I started dry brushing with Dawnstone Grey. I then went up to Administratum Grey, and then finally I did a Pallid Witch Flesh Grey, just a light dry brush. And this is the result. Now funny enough, I used one of my own tutorials to do these rocks. I'll link you up to that tutorial. It's called How to Paint Cool Rocky Bases, and I use a very similar technique. It's a bit of a crazy technique, to be fair. When you first see it, you think, what the hell are you doing, Nick? But honestly, it works really well, and if you like the results of these rocks here, you can physically see me do the technique in that video, so check it out. Top right hand corner, there is a link. Okay, so that is what I've done this week. My next task is to complete all of the skin, and to be fair, once all the skin is done, that's going to be a good majority of this princess painted. So I can't wait to get that finished and then get cracking with the rest of her. Beam me up.